I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's Bok Choy. I'm making a fish soup. I'm doing fish eye soup. It's just the fish head and the frame of the fish after I've taken the fillet off, and I'm using the fish head and the back frame and the wings. So we're going to put that in the fish soup. Okay. Fish frame. I've filleted it. I've got the fillets ready for tonight's dinner. So that's the fish head. That's the snapper that we caught. Oh. So we're going to use that. So that's going to go in the saucepan to make me fish soup. Then we got, what's that called again?
Bok Choy.
Bok Choy, garlic, Kaffir lime, coriander root. This is the root of the coriander. Coriander root. Ginger. Just ginger in a plastic bag, I'll put it out. Ginger. Ginger. We have a bit of ginger, not all of that, but some of it. Lemongrass. So we're going to use a fair bit of bok choy in the soup. But we cook soup in two different. We get the stock first, then we strain it, and then we put the fluid back in the pot, and then we put all the ingredients in with it. But while we're cooking the stock, we'll put the lemongrass, the coriander root, the Kaffir lime, the lemongrass, and the garlic. We'll put that in with the stock once we're cooking the stock, which the kettle's boiling now for that, in the pot. So we got that. Coriander there. My cameraman's not been a cameraman, she wants it on the tripod. So with coriander, what's this one called, my sweetness?
Spring onions.
Spring onions. What's this big thing called?
Chinese cabbage.
And Chinese cabbage. Make sure you wash all your stuff, because we get the stuff that's got the holes in it. We get organic. See? It's organic. When it's got holes in it like that, you see, that means the worms have been eating it. It means it's organic, which means it's got no pesticides on it. Just got to chop that. Where's my big robust knife?
Then you've got
pot's boiling. Yeah, I've got some. I'll just put the vacuum cleaner on for a second. Okay. So now what we do, we whack all the fish remains in there. Carcass, that's head. This is sort of a catch and cook without the catching process before it, so it's just a cook really. Then we put the wings in there. Just put the wings in there. Okay, beautiful wings. You can fry them on your griddle or on your fry pan or oven bake them, but we're just going to put them in there, get the flavours back out of them, bring the pot back to the boil, and just boil it for a while. About 25 minutes or so. Okay, putting it in there, I'll show you the soup before we strain it. We're going to strain it into through a fine cloth. So that's cheesecloth or
cheesecloth.
Or some type of cloth or whatever. So we strain it through there, so any little bones or any scales or whatever that stay behind, that won't stay behind, they'll stay in here. Okay, she's just bubbling away there, as you can see. So I'll give it a little bit longer. The meat's falling off the bone. Once all the meat's fallen off the bone, it's pretty good. So we just help it along. Give it a little wiggle and wobble, little shake. It's all falling apart, which is what you want. His big teeth, got big teethy pegs in there. All the goodness falling out of his bones. All the meat's coming out of his head. You'd be surprised how much meat's in the fish's head, you know. A lot of people throw it away. You got their cheeks. Cheeks are full of meat. See, look at that, that's out of his cheek. Go off. You just boil the head up. You just boil it all up until it all falls apart. And then I've got some onions in there and stuff. I have everything in there that I'll put in there. I'll put it all in the description. And then accuse shortly when it's a bit closer. Now it's Good Friday, so Good Friday I like to eat fish. It's the way my mum brought me up, however you like to put it. So it's instilled in my head to have fish on Good Friday. So Good Friday we're having fish, so we're going to have soup. We're going to have some oven baked ribs, and then I'm going to deep fry some fillet. We're having some deep fried crumb chicken, oven baked chicken, and some fish, sorry, and some fish soup. So I've got to do a bit more preparing. I'll get back to you. Okay, you can see the head there now, all the meat starting to fall off. His eyes, see his eye, that's his eye there. His eye's just popping out, so all the goodness comes out of their eyes. Their brain, see his brain, this sort of stuff, goodness here, comes out, goes into your thing. See, look at the big chunks of meat that just comes out of his head. Now, this is the top part of his head, up here. That's the bottom part. That's the bottom part just there. Now, pterodon dinosaur, see the big lump on his head? That's a lump there and there. They've got a real hard head, the snappers have got. That's the lump there and there. They use that to bash the crustaceans and stuff off the reefs. All the meat left in the head that, you know, a lot of people throw it out. There's like, you know, look at all that meat there. That's a lot of meat. All the meat left in your frames, you know. See, look, that's the big lump on his head. Well, that's full of meat in there. You boil it out, you just boil it out, get all the goodness out. That's his eye. Part of his eye there. That's his actually pupil. Okay, the stock's ready. So what I'm going to do, I'll put it here. I'll give a big shout out for my cameraman, see if I can find her. Then I've got to chop up a few of this stuff here. Okay, that's it there. Wow, that's the soup. Okay, so what? It's just all the bones, the head, the stuff with some of the herbs that I put in there that I showed you earlier. Now, I'll get my cameraman, if she can come around and give me a hand to hold that strainer just over yonder there. I can just hold it up here like this. Just hold it up. Then I can pour it in slowly. We just want the juices out of this, we don't want nothing else, just the juice. Okay. There we go. That's how it should look. A nice creamy colour, see like that? Should look nice and creamy like that. Got the stock ready. I've got 4 cups of water. You add that to your taste. Just this will be very strong. I've got a bit of chilli I'm going to put in there. I've just got to find a knife. I've got a bit of chilli I'm going to add in, just a spoon. So my daughter-in-law likes chilli. I don't mind a little bit. So we just put in one little bit of chilli paste or chilli chutney or whole chilli or however you like your chilli. Then a hole in my tongue, the red pirate. Okay, just chop up some stalks of the coriander, roughly, however you like. I love coriander, so I put a fair bit in. I don't know if there's another name for coriander, but I'm not sure. But I like coriander, so I'll put a fair bit of that in there. I love it. The rest is for a little bit of garnish later. Then we got, what's this, my sweetness?
That's spring onions.
Spring onions. Just roughly chop them or a bit finer?
A bit finer.
Okay. Yes, just finely chop them. Put them in your soup. And then you get your leftover coriander root. And you finely dice that too. Give it a good dice. Be careful with your fingers. That in a pot. I put the chilli in there. Now I've got a bit more lemongrass, one more stalk left. So whack him in the pot. Now we got our, what are these called again?
Bok Choy.
Bok Choy. Just cut the centers out like that, whack them in, they're beautiful like that. And then after you wash them, make sure you wash them good, because the sand gets right inside of them. Just whack them in, you know, just whack them in. This one's a little bit sunburned. A little bit sunburned, take that off. Just whack the Bok Choy in. Whack the Bok Choy in. This is, what's this?
Chinese cabbage.
Chinese cabbage. These are organic. Organic. Okay, what else we want to put in there?
I think that's it.
A little bit of water. Just a bit more water.
And maybe some black pepper.
A little bit. Just a little bit of salt. You can always put salt in after. I've got some garnish there. Got a bowl here. Some piping hot soup here. Okay. Just give it a stir. Nice stir. Oh, that looks absolutely delicious. Yeah. It's what I call fish head soup or fish eye soup. That's delicious. Use the fish head and the frames and whatever you want, whichever part of the fish you want to use it. You can even put fillets, chop some tubes of fillets up, put in there some, you know, lobsters, prawns, whatever you like. I just like it like this. Oh, some greens there. Nice bok choy, some Chinese cabbage, lettuce, Chinese, what is it?
Chinese cabbage.
Chinese cabbage. Right. Some soup. Burning hot. colour, you can see the colour in there. Absolutely delicious. I'll just garnish it with a little bit of coriander, just a little bit, just a sprinkle on top. That looks absolutely delicious. Okay. Now for the taste test. Oh, yum. Bit of salt. I could do with a little bit of salt on there. That's good. Oh. Just a tiny bit, not too much. Good. Oh, mate, cowboy. You eat wonderful things in the bush. Oh, that's delicious. Well, this is going to be my dinner. I've got to go and cook up some deep fried fish. Got to crumb them first. It's the fillets that I got off of this fish. Oh, that's gorgeous. So, I'll go and do that. Upload this for you all to see. So, hope you enjoyed. I know I'm going to enjoy this tremendously. So, thank you for watching. Take care and God bless.